Level 1. The curious child. You watch the gray Cincinnati sky stretch over the cold and industrial landscape now. A quiet feeling grows while you observe the busy streets from a distance here. Your mother provides no structure, only a chaotic life in cheap rental rooms today. You handle the cold metal of a stolen toy with your small steady fingers. The sound of heavy train wheels grinding on tracks is your only friend now. You watch the adults drink and fight in the dim light of the kitchen. A silent detachment forms while you look at the flickering neon signs outside today. You learn to hide your true thoughts behind a cute and innocent-looking face. The weight of a heavy stone feels balanced in your young, steady hands today. You notice how the physical world responds to your direct and careful touch now. Other children seem loud and predictable in their simple games on the street. You prefer the stillness of the dark alleys where no one can see tonight. A desire for complete control begins to take root in your quiet mind today. The ritual of the theft provides a rhythm that you alone truly understand now. A dark curiosity about the mechanics of manipulation starts to consume you right now. Level 2. The isolated teenager. The reform school walls are thick and smell of sharp and cold bleach. You march with precision while the dust rises around your heavy black boots. The structure of the institution provides a cover for your internal cold world. You feel the rough texture of the wooden bench under your small hands. The target is a simple, young boy that you control with your soft voice. You watch the other guards talk, but you never share your private thoughts. A map of the grounds becomes a grid for your future careful plans. You feel the physical weight of the tray in the loud dining hall. The distance from the cell to the fence is exactly 60 feet north. You observe how people trust a boy with a clean and polite smile. Your heart rate remains low while you perform the most difficult daily tasks. You start to collect small items that no one will ever miss now. The feeling of being invisible in a crowd gives you a new power. You plan your movements with the logic of a machine in the dark. The urge to test your skills on a real subject grows every single day. Level 3. The student of death. You read manuals on human psychology in the dim light of the prison. The smell of old paper and dust fills your nose during long nights. You study the techniques of Carnegie to ensure your own total social safety. The physical sensation of strumming guitar strings feels productive and very calm now. You learn to monitor the guards for patterns of their local patrol rounds. The sound of white noise from the radio is a comfort to you. You practice hypnotic speech for many hours alone in your small quiet cell. The texture of the guitar pick is smooth and very cold and hard. You calculate the time it takes for a person to follow your command. Your cell is a workshop where you prepare your specialized mental kits now. You store the ideas in your mind and seal them with thick silence. The weight of the guitar in your hands is a secret you keep. You look toward the city and map the terrain with your sharp eyes. The line between your cell and the world is now thin and weak. You are ready to build your first family in the dark, damp city. Level 4. The stalker. You travel to San Francisco to find a location you have never seen. The anonymity of a bus provides a shield for your quiet legal movements. You watch a crowded park from behind the thick and dark green trees. The distance to the stage is over 500 feet from your spot. You observe the young girls walking toward the music in the evening light. Your breathing is slow and rhythmic as you check the words in head. The cool city air carries the scent of smoke and wet street pavement. You follow them at a distance, making no sound on the soft grass. The weight of the guitar on your back is a comforting heavy presence. You visualize the exact moment when you will make your first bold move. Their laughter echoes through the air, but they do not hear your steps. You have studied their routine for 2 days from the shadows of bushes. The feeling of being a leader is a quiet rush of pure blood. You check your watch and note it is exactly 6 in the evening. The opportunity is perfect and you prepare to step into the bright light. Level 5. The novice killer. The handle of the guitar is cold against your palm. As you wait, resistance is a physical sensation that you overcome with your intense mental focus. You feel the heat of the desert sun against your skin for today. The sound of the command is muffled by the heavy and dark night. You count the seconds while the movements become slow and then stop entirely. The Smell of oil and salt fills the small space around your old bus, your muscles. Burn from the exertion of the act in the quiet ranch. You move the weight toward the hole you dug 3 months ago now. The dirt falls onto the dry ground with a dull and heavy thud. You feel a sense of completion as the ground becomes flat and level. Your hands do not shake as you clean the tools with careful precision. The night is peaceful while you listen to the coyotes in the hills. You stop at a campfire and drink a cup of cold water fast. The reflection in the mirror shows a man who looks completely normal now. You have crossed the line, and the hunger is finally satisfied for now. Level 6. The predator. You establish a successful cult to fund your secret long distance desert travels. The cash you earn is never tracked by the banks or the government. You go to the hills and drive 1,000 miles to another state. The kill orders are waiting in the air of different desert regions now. You dig a hole in the sand while the moon is high above. The items inside the ranch are ready for your next planned ritual act. You select a quiet house in a wealthy part of the big town. The girl inside is alone, and the window is open for your reach. You feel the rough wood of the door under your gloved left hand. The plan moves forward with the efficiency of a well-oiled metal machine. You use their own fear to send a message to the busy world. The logic of your crime is built on the absence of any motive. You watch the news, but they have no idea who is responsible now. The distance between the events makes a pattern impossible for them to see. You are a ghost moving through the heart of the vast American landscape. Level 7. The collector. You keep the bloody clothes in a hidden box beneath your ranch floor. The items are a record of your power over the weak and dying. You revisit the scenes of your crimes in your detailed and cold mind. The weight of the trophies you took is a heavy and secret burden. You study the faces in the missing person posters with a quiet smile. The media calls you a monster, but you are just a careful man. You feel the texture of the hair you took from the young girl. The name is written on a small piece of paper in your pocket. You use the car in a different state to confuse the digital trail. The thrill of the order is a secondary rush to your main work. You watch the fear on the screen go up with every single murder. Your collection of souls grows larger with every year that passes by. Now, the world is a playground where you set the rules for the game. You feel a sense of ownership over the lives you have ended today. One single slip will change everything, but you feel very safe and strong. Level 8. The media phantom. The news reports start to link the cases together. In a vague way, you sit in your desert and watch the screen with total clinical calm. The FBI creates a profile that does not look like you at all. You laugh at their theories about your age and your social background. Now, the cooling off period is a choice that you make with great discipline. You focus on your music and your family like a normal artistic man. The duality of your life is a masterpiece of perfect and calculated acting. You feel the warmth of the sun while you play in the dirt. The secret in your chest is a cold stone that never melts away. You plan a trip to a new territory where the kits are buried. The air in the desert is sharp and bites at your red face. You drive through the sand while the engine hums a low steady tune. The police are looking for a local man with a dark history out. You are a leader in a rental car with a plan for tonight. One small mistake in a driveway is the start of the final end. Level 9. The cross-country killer. The flashing blue lights appear in your rear view mirror on the road. You pull over and wait for the officer to approach your driver's side. The smell of the desert is clean and hides your inner sudden dread. He asks for your license, and you give it with a steady hand. The search of the ranch reveals the items you could not hide fast. You feel the cold steel of the handcuffs for the very first time. The transition from free man to prisoner is a sudden and sharp shock. You sit in the back of the patrol car and watch the sand. The investigators arrive and start to ask about the missing actress girl. Now, you realize that the digital trail of the car was your only error. The weight of the evidence is building like a wall around your body. You offer to talk, but only if they give you a special deal. The interrogation room is small, and the air is very still and dry. You start to tell the stories of the souls buried in the dirt. The scale of your work is revealed to the shocked and quiet world. Level 10. The untouchable. You sit in the prison cell and write a long letter to him. The The walls are gray and the light is always on above your head. You feel the scratch of the pen against the thin white paper today. The guards watch you. Through the small window in the heavy steel door, you have a secret plan that you do not share with the lawyers. The sound of the lock turning is the rhythm of your new life. You hide a small mark under the hair of your small forehead. Today, the sensation of the sharp needle against your skin is a final control. You do not want the state to decide how your story will end. The silence of the night is a blanket that covers your final thoughts. You feel the life leave your body as the room becomes very dark. The end is a physical fact that you accept with a quiet mind. You are finally untouchable because they can no longer reach your cold soul. The news will report your death, but they will never find every grave. The mystery of your work remains buried in the earth of many states.
You just watched someone lose everything they were. But there's a subject whose story starts even darker. No childhood, no normal, just the pattern. Watch what that looks like.